What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency streaming. Guys, the price action is moving around quite a bit. We had it rise all the way up to 11,818 overnight, guys. That is some decent price action. We had some bouncing off supports, we had some testing of resistances, and basically we bounced off the 11,800 level and bounced back down, touched around the 11,382 level, and are still kind of bouncing in between the support and resistance. Guys, could this be the last time before Bitcoin's price hits 15,000? Let me know what you think in the comments. If that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and like. I'm going to dive right into the price action. So guys, since August 2nd, we had that massive spike down all the way to 10,500. Since then, it's been kind of moving sideways and to the right, slightly upwards. We've broken through this support, touched back up to this resistance at the $11,840 level. Touched back down to the $11,500 level, and now sitting stagnant around $11,677, looking to push 11,700, which would be around a 1% gain for today. Today's range is 11,500 all the way up to 11,800. But guys, think about this. The 52-week range is 3,858 to 12,132. What a spread, guys. So basically, if you got in March, April, May, you're in great shape. Those are some great times to buy. But guys, what needs to happen for the Bitcoin price to remain bullish for the future? Well, basically, we have to break through this resistance, turn it into a support, and continue moving up the chain here. And if you look here, we have been putting in higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So I think we're still in a very bullish sentiment for the short term. And I think if we break through this resistance and get through the $12,000 resistance, there's nothing really holding us down to say $13,000. And we can break up there very quickly. So it's very exciting times for Bitcoin, guys. The higher times could be right around the corner. And honestly, my bullish sentiment was thinking around $13,000 for the end of the year, and my bearish sentiment was around 9,600 to 10,700. So this would be really cool if my bullish sentiment actually played out here. I think that would be really good for the end of the year if we ended something above 10,000. That would mean that maybe the next few years are actually going to play out bullish. And I think that we need to actually end this year in a good standard above 10 to actually get those kind of higher numbers. It's not just going to shoot straight up like it did last time. It will go very high up very aggressively, but it's not going to be, just one big giant candle up straight up to the moon, guys. It doesn't work like that. And if you look at the last bull runs, we had, candles in the hourly that were up 10% each time, but still it's not just going to be an 80% drive all at once. It'll take a couple days, could take months for that rise to peak out. And again, guys, I have that peak to be played out in early 2022 or late 2021. That's when I believe the bull market peak will be. Okay, guys, it's not happening now. Okay, even though the halving just happened, it takes some time for that peak to play out. So that's what I think is going to happen for the short and long term, guys. I think that we're going to have a little bit of a price break up through this resistance. We're going to get through it, and then hopefully we can break through the $12,000 and start a little bit of a bullish sentiment here. Get a little bit further up the chains, work our way towards 13,000 after 12, and that would just be exactly what we're looking for in the bullish department. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about oh yeah, and guys, don't forget, there's still that CME futures gap down at 9,600. So I think someday we will be back there. It's just when. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? Who knows? Okay, guys, there's really not a real way to tell. But it is a good indication that we can be back here. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about Electroneum. So Electroneum definitely had a price spike up all the way to 0.0061. Okay, guys? Looking very promising. Had a bit of a sell-off all the way down to 0.005 again. Then another price spike up all the way up into the green box. Kind of doing a W formation right here. So the W right there. Okay. But guys, I think this is going to have a little bit of a chance to break sideways right now. Like we're still just kind of moving sideways. This is going to get a little bit of a break back up. What we don't want to see is, for instance, this to break down further into this red box. We don't want to, for instance, retest these lower levels again, because otherwise we'd just be repeating the same kind of pattern of building up, breaking down, building up, breaking down further, building up, because you can see this is higher, higher high, lower high, lower high. Okay, guys, so that's a bearish trend right now. Does that mean we're going to touch all the way down to the 0.004? It is definitely possible, guys, that it can happen. Okay, guys, I can't stress enough the way this coin works is it seems like long downtrods, big spike up. Long downtrod, big spike up. If you think back to the last several years when it got all the way up to 2 cents, okay, guys, that was down at 0.004 right before that, just off of memory. Okay, so that's a big rise up. And then it went all the way down to 0.0018. Now, say like this one, this rise went up to a cent. And say like we had the same thing happen again. This is the bearish scenario for Electroneum. Okay, it could go all the way down to 0.0009. Okay, guys, that's as low as I think it could go in the ultimate bearish scenario if we were to just keep crashing down and wait for all-time lows again before a big price spike up were to happen. That is the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario is a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different, but in general, it would increase the price. We'd be working up towards a cent, and not only that, but it would be a little bit more bullish behavior. Like when we get these price spikes up, it would be moving sideways after that, and then continuing its trek up. So something looking like this. So it would be something, bouncing around, moving around. Up like that, okay, guys? So like a sideways motion and then a break up. That would be a really good sign, because what we really need is to put in a higher high than this last higher low right here. This one as well. But we really need to get above this one to show, hey, we're breaking out of this trend and we're switching for a reversal here. Okay, guys, that's what I think needs to happen for Electroneum. What very well could happen is just some sideways motion, and worst case scenario, we would break down, but we don't want to see a breakdown. I think we're going to get a sideways motion, continued sideways motion here. And if you look right there, that's what we've already been doing. Okay, so we're putting in a big high and a sideways motion, okay? I'm just glad that we didn't break down and stay down here, guys. So that's the good sign for Electroneum right now. And I want to talk a little bit about Zcash. Zcash is working its way back up to $100, guys. That's just the facts, especially if Bitcoin continues to rise up. We touched over $100, broke back down as I said it would. We're now breaking back up as I said it would. Okay, guys, that's how this coin is working. Pump up, dump down, pump up, dump down, pump up. Okay, and the pump ups are always higher than the previous pump. And that's why this price has just been going crazy, guys, ever since back in March. And you're scrolling all the way back. It's just an amazing price spike, guys. This is just great. If you're in Zcash, you are a happy camper. I wish I bought more. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I wish I bought more. That's the way it goes. When you're accurately putting in your funds based on risk and all these things, you don't throw your whole bags down. But when you make good trades, you always wish you threw your whole bags down. But that's just not sanity, guys. That doesn't work out like that. And not only that, but if you're throwing down all your bags, one of these days you're gonna get wrecked and make a bad trade. No one's perfect, so you could end up in much lower position and sitting in the red for a long time, and that's exactly what you want to avoid. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about the news going on. The price of Bitcoin is facing its final resistance zone before 15K, and the chart above shows clear resistance and support levels. The resistance zone can be found between 11,775, 11,850, between 11,925 and 12,100. The latter is the final hurdle before continuing towards 15,000. They're claiming 15,000 here. The green zone is a crucial support zone between 11,300 and 11,400, which, as mentioned, was tested right before the weekend. So either way, the volatility will kick in once Bitcoin's price breaks through either one of these two zones. If Bitcoin's price breaks through the resistance zones, continuation is likely towards 15,000. However, if the opposite occurs and Bitcoin's price loses 11,300, a drop towards 10,700 will be the next level to test. There's that chart right there, guys. So if we can actually do something like this and break upwards, that would be a very bullish sign. But if we can't break that and break down, say, past here, that's very bad, and we're going to likely break down into this zone, and then before you know it, we could be down here again. Testing some of these supports down here, which aren't even labeled, but they are there. Okay, guys? So that's what I think is going to happen if there was, for instance, a bit of, well, what I think is going to happen is that we're going to end up breaking upwards. I would like to see some upward motion towards the end of the year. I don't want to see it break down into bearish behavior, okay? But But here is the bullish scenario, just like I just depicted. Breaking the 12,000 underpins the bullish scenario. If the resistance area finally breaks as resistance, 15,000 then becomes a likely target for the bulls. However, a clear breakout through 12,000 area can only be confirmed with a support resistance flip. This would suggest that the buyers are stepping in as previous resistance transforms into new support. So again, guys, it would look something like this. Breaking through the support, breaking up, bouncing off supports, and then hitting new highs for at least this year. So that would be a very good sign. We want to get above 14,000 because that's what we were at last year at the peak. And if we can get above that, that would be a very bullish sign as well. We're looking for as many bullish signs as we can, guys. What we don't want to see is, for instance, the bearish scenario, and that's what I'm going to go over right now. The bearish scenario means that 12,000 was not broken. If the resistance continues to be resistance, a renewed range-bound structure will likely occur in the coming weeks. Another argument can be found in the Forex markets. The recent breakout of Bitcoin occurred while the Euro and USD broke upwards from $1.14 to $1.19. This breakout led to a drop of the USD against other currencies, which essentially triggered a massive breakouts in Bitcoin, gold, and silver prices. If the euro and US dollar starts to correct from 119 to lower numbers, the USD is getting stronger. Such a relief bounce will most likely trigger a further corrective move on the crypto and commodity markets, leading toward a scenario described above. A range-bound period would be bad for the markets, however, as altcoins have been doing relatively well in these times. If Bitcoin's price starts to correct, the focus could once again shift to altcoins. So guys, I think there are some altcoins that are going really well still. We definitely got, many different coins. Zcash really pumping very hard. That's an altcoin. Link is going really well, pumping up to over $10 now, guys. Who would have thought? I remember seeing that all the way down to $2 last year and thinking, wow, I got in at $4. This was me getting wrecked. And I bought at 4, then I bought at 3, then I bought at 2, and I'm like, man, is this going to keep going? It was a scary moment. But I'm glad I stuck it out, as now I'm sitting in a very green zone. And it doesn't get any better than that, guys. When you're thinking about the charts and you're thinking about where the price action is, if you're getting in lower times, anywhere where it's lower by the price action, you're making gains of over 10%, or even just making small gains in daily flips of 2%, I think you're in a really good position. Just make sure that you have your HODL coin as well so that you're not losing out on potential big gains as the future plays out. Because remember, guys, cryptocurrency is the future. I can't stress it enough. Nobody's going to want to carry around money anymore. Money meaning like fiat currencies, cash, coins. Nobody carries coins anymore except for a lot of ladies in their purses and stuff. And then the cars just for tolls. But other than that, there's no real reason for it. And why not have something that's just accessible, usable on your phone, easily transferable, easily to move around, and just many benefits to cryptocurrency. I could go over them all day. There's just so many. And guys, I think it's just the future. So make sure that you're accumulating your bags properly, and as the future rolls around, you will be prepared for it and hopefully make some really good gains. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like, and if you're not subscribed yet, do consider. I am doing a giveaway for a Ledger Nano S. One of my first 500 subscribers will be in it to win this Ledger Nano S, and I'll do that drawing for you guys all live to see. And if you're just looking to make better on your trades, this is the channel for you. I can't stress enough, I do this every single day. Yesterday I made a decent flip. I got in at around 11,496. Could have got in a little lower, but got out at around 11,700. So made a very nice gain, guys. I love these profits I'm getting in this volatile market coming back, and it just doesn't get any better. So if you want to get better at your trades, this is the channel for you. And I even do private lessons and I do investing, guys. So if you want to actually get a hands-on approach and really take this by the balls and move forward and make some money, contact me. Inbox me at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com, or just message me in the comments and I'll get back to you. I respond to all the comments. I love interacting with the people. I'm really here to help you guys, and I can't stress enough, the people that are stressed out with price action, you don't have help. You're on your own, and if you've had help, you have had bad help. It's that simple. If you want to get better, here's something I wanted to say, guys. I don't want to see a lot of negative comments, just venting. This isn't the channel for venting. It's just not. Okay, if you're not doing good in your trades, inbox me. Let me see if I can actually help you. If I can help you, I'm happy to. If you're too scared to pull the trigger anymore, then this isn't the channel for you. You're not. I don't want you just coming in here to vent. I'm not a therapist. Okay, guys, like, honest to God. So if you made bad calls, you made bad calls. But what you can try to do to recover is to, for the future, make good calls. If you're out of money, try to recover out by cashing out and getting back in and starting to work your way back up into the green. It's that simple, guys. And if you don't know how to do that, that's what I can help you with. That is what I do all day. I teach people and I invest. So aside from the YouTube channel, that's what I can do to help you guys. So I hope to actually get some inboxes from you guys. There's at least 5 of you that I'm thinking of at the top of my head that I've just been venting on the page. And guys, I want you to really understand that this world can be very beneficial. It can be very happy. If you're making good calls, you're sitting in the green, you feel good. It's that simple, guys. So I will help you make those decisions. I'll tell you what to do, and I'll show you how to trade better. And that's what I can promise you. If you're paying for your service, that's as best as it can get, guys. You know, getting in the market, getting out at the right times, knowing what to do is half the battle. All right, guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I've just been having a lot of fun with the page. I've been getting lots of subs. I got 5 subs yesterday, so that's just freaking awesome. I'm really loving it, guys. Thank you for all the support. I'm talking to my Electroneum community, my Zcash community, my Bitcoin community. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to keep these videos rolling for you guys. And again, that's all I have time for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.